Everybody has dental problems from time to time, but last week I had some severe dental pain on the upper left part of my mouth. I didn't know what was going on, and I needed to go into the dentist anyway, so I made a quick appointment, and I went in, and at first my dentist didn't really know what was going on. She poked around in my mouth and around my teeth and couldn't tell. She couldn't tell what was going on, why I was having dental pain. And finally she exclaimed, she said, "Oh, I found the problem." And she pulled this thing out of my mouth, up in my upper teeth area. It's like a big cactus in a little jug. And I guess it happened when I was doing the yard work a few weeks ago. I think I accidentally got a cactus in my mouth, so that was good. She let me keep it. I'm gonna see if it grows a little bit. Welcome to Heavenly Album Covers. We're going to try a little record album experiment here. I found this little 2-record set of they look like 78s. They're 10-inch records, I think, and you can see them up here. And these are for something called the American Red Cross Youth News Annual Talking Book Edition 1970. And apparently the Red Cross used to issue little records like this to deaf and blind and various handicapped people that had problems physically, and they would issue these records, and also they would put these records in print form so that people could read the news and the stories and the poetry. There's apparently some good stuff on these records, and that's what the American Red Cross put out. This edition is from 1970. I found this yesterday at the Orange County Record Show as I was leaving. It just looked very interesting and do-it-yourself. This cover little sticker is actually just stuck on with glue onto it's like a cloth, shiny cloth backing here. And the lettering is just really nice, really rustic and primitive, but very readable and very nice. It looks like the font, the text was done by hand here. It's got that loose quality to it. And inside were, I found 2 records, and they not only have the information in print, but they have Braille imprints on each record, telling people what's on the records and stuff like that. The nice thing is there's a great listing of a great track listing on all these records, and so we don't have to hunt or wonder what is on these records. There looks like there are various stories, and there's some Christmas stories, maybe some inspirational stories. So I've got the little Lawson record player all set up. It should sound perfect. And let's play a few fragments from this Talking magazine book put out by the Red Cross in 1970. I'll crank the volume as much as I can.
1970. Contents 4 side 4. Articles continued. Courtesy to my flag. Primary book. The Blue Ribbon. Al-Sami ate soup. Gwendolyn, the magical horse. Primary grade. Courtesy to my flag. Primary hunting. It's land, people, government, and ideals. Respect for our flag is respect for our nation. Only 2 flags are ever displayed above or equal to the United States flag. At the United Nations headquarters in New York City, the UN flag may fly above those of the member nations, and the church pennant flies above the national flag on U.S. ships during church services at sea. When our country was young, the people used flags of many kinds. Most of the troops in the Revolution carried banners that identified their home states or districts.
Well, doesn't seem to want to play at the correct speed. I think it's at a an unusual speed setting, and it didn't work right here at 33, 78, or 45. Looks like it's at, there's a little pencil mark here that says it's at 14 RPM, which I've never heard of before, but I guess we have to live with it. But maybe I could record this and speed it up on the computer or something. But it was worth a try. And so these are the American Red Cross Youth News Annual Talking Book Edition 1970, read by Julie Shaw and Andy Chappell. Here's the other one. I've never heard of a 16. Actually, even on the record it says 16 and 2/3 RPM. I guess I have heard of a 16 RPM record. Looks like I can play it at 33 1/3 and then reduce the speed by half. So we'll work on this. Okay, so we played the American Red Cross fragments, samples, here on the other turntable, and we recorded them at 7.5 inches per second, I guess. Now let's play it back at a slow setting. Should sound like this.
There appeared on the living room ceiling a fluttering witch-like figure from which long feelers extended. It circled and circled within its sphere in frenzied fright. Mrs. Davis' gurgle of surprise was the only sound. Lisa, the teller of ghost stories, was silent, and the chatter of the other girls ceased when Diane began to explain, "It's unbelievable that it's only a tiny moth, enlarged and magnified 1,000 times by the powerful lens."
Let's follow down some of the words. Now you know why, when he speaks to you, he wants you to answer in English, his mother continued. He wants you to be able to do everything he wants to do, but cannot. In arithmetic, I have all hundreds, Mama, and I do know English. Some words I cannot pronounce right because I am used to Spanish, and I'm going to write my speech in English. Hearing it is what your father wants. When we get to the luncheon, he will hear me say it properly, he promised. She kissed his forehead. You write it, and you practice it. Papa will be proud of you.
We had a very important job to do. It had to be done every day, whether it was raining or the sun was shining, whether it was cold or hot. They liked doing this job, for it made them feel important and grown up. In a big cave on the beach near the village. "Oh, Mama," she had exclaimed, "see that beautiful locket."
It won't stop. I don't think it'll stop. Anyway, that's the talking record, talking magazine, put out by the American Red Cross, 1970. It's funny how a lot of audio formats are round like this. Round, round,